Claressa Shields is back at it again. She strikes again. She is fully suited up in what I'm calling the Remy starter pack, all to keep Papoose smiling. Hey y'all, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have to get into none other than Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, and Papoose. Now there's a specific slide coming up and another one that's going to rotate through this video that we absolutely need to dissect, because listen, we need to break this all the way down. At this point, somebody called it in as a heist. Somebody reported the theft because I'm more convinced than ever that Papoose allegedly cleared out Remy Ma's California closet and walked off with every single fur. You feel me? Because nothing else is adding up. And for the one saying, oh please, it's winter, everybody wears fur. Girl, here's the difference. Remy Ma didn't just wear fur. That's regular for celebrities. Nah, Remy Ma turned it into a signature. She made bold fur a bold statement piece and had the girls taking notes. Whether it was the full-length mink, the chinchilla moment, or even a cropped fur vibe layered just right, that's Remy Ma energy, period. That's her blueprint. So in the rotating slide I included, you can clearly see the influence. You can literally see where the inspiration is coming from. On the left, Remy Ma at Daniel's leather set the tone. Meanwhile, Claressa popped out with the multicolor fur twist. And the reason I added that photo of Remy Ma at Remy Network on the right is that Claressa stepped out in a skin-tight jumpsuit, which is another Remy staple paired with fur. Remy switches it up, yes, but she recently rocked fur over a brown bodycon dress too. And it's starting to look less like a coincidence and more like an obsession. You know Remy Ma is the fixation. You know she's the template. You know she's the starter kit. Listen, it honestly doesn't even matter at this point whether Papoose and Remy reconcile or not. What this screams to me is that y'all talk about Remy Ma around the clock. The fact that you're scrolling through links and pulling looks, whether that's Papoose nudging you or your own personal fixation, but the reality is you are intentionally mirroring Remy Ma. At first, it was low-key, right? First, it was subtle, the hairstyles, the jewelry, the little details here and there, but now it's bold. And when it comes to these fashion moves, it's loud. Custom furs, dramatic colors, statement pieces, all of it feels calculated because somebody told you, either directly or indirectly, that stepping out in bold, vibrant fur like Remy used to is going to grab headlines. And honestly, who even cares if it's the same fur? If the goal is attention, mission accomplished. And that right there is the real root of this, you guys. The core of this has nothing to do with the fight happening on Sunday. It's not even about who's stepping out victorious against Fran Cruz this weekend. Listen to this. Claressa Shields is not pressed about the bout. Claressa Shields wants celebrity. Claressa Shields wants headlines for everything except throwing punches. She wants to dominate the timeline every single day. She wants to be the conversation piece non-stop. She watched the buzz. She clocked the momentum that Remy Ma generates. Every time Remy steps out in a new fur, every time she debuts a new hairstyle, the entire aesthetic from head to toe screams Remy Ma. From the sleek straight looks, to the big curls, to the center part, to the layered chains with her name iced out. That's all Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? Rocking something skin tight, whether it's a tank, a bodycon dress, a jumpsuit, a two-piece set, or even jeans and a fitted top, letting the fur elevate the whole look and pairing it with heels to seal it. And hold up, I peeped something else too. Papoose is moving a little funny here. He's suddenly in sunglasses almost every time he's out with Claressa Shields, but when he's beside Remy Ma, he has no issue showing his face, his joy, his love loud and clear. Yet in these photos with Claressa Shields, it's giving, yeah, I'm attached to this rebrand, I'm part of this rollout, I'm involved in all this new momentum, as if Claressa Shields hadn't built a name long before Papoose ever entered the frame. But at this point, somebody needs to at least investigate the fashion robbery. A report might need to be filed because this is wild, you guys. This is actually wild. You would assume someone would want to stand firm in their own identity, but to go the extra mile to spot someone's look and then secure the same fur, the same loud color palette, you know what I'm saying? Study the hair, duplicate the style. Braids, wigs, sew-ins, mirror the jewelry. Develop a sudden fixation on Van Cleef and the whole aesthetic shift. And first it was one bracelet on each wrist, right? Now you see Remy Ma stacking and layering everything heavy. Now all of a sudden we're talking layers too. Remy Ma says her pieces are custom, and now out of nowhere you're promoting custom fur that looks eerily similar to what Remy Ma consistently rocks. So I have to ask, when does it stop, you guys? When is enough actually enough? And all this tells me is the same thing I've said about Cam Newton, the same thing I've said about Nick Cannon, the same thing I've said about Martell. It's these men. Listen, at this stage, it's not even about like or dislike or whatever label people want to slap on it. They stay mentally locked in on the ex-wife or the first woman they had children with. You guys, this isn't about love. It's not about romance or they should reunite or they were such a power couple. It's fixation and low-key resentment that she exited the building. And now you've got a new woman who can't escape hearing about the former one. In this situation, Claressa Shields cannot escape hearing about Remy Ma, to the point that Claressa Shields is being nudged to copy, clone, and mirror nearly everything Remy Ma has done throughout her rap career. And it gets wild because now she's stepping into rap too. She's even signed to a label situation with 2 people attached. So nonetheless, you're trying to fully embody the brand. And this is someone who started as a Remy Ma supporter. This is someone who was in Remy Ma's DMs early on. This is someone who allegedly asked for styling advice in the beginning. And on top of that, she was messaging her husband too, acting tuned in to whatever Remy was watching, whatever Remy was doing on a random weeknight. Like, oh, I need to tap into that. I need to watch that movie too. I need to stream that show too. And it was strange then, only for us to fast forward to today, and now Claressa Shields is practically morphing into Remy Ma, even down to the slang, the "are you dumb," the face tea, body tea, echoing every catchphrase. So maybe you're not following her publicly, maybe you're blocked, but best believe there's a burner account somewhere keeping tabs on everything Remy Ma does. Just like when Remy Ma stepped out to dine, Papoose was in New York City and suddenly had to post that he was at an upscale restaurant too. No coincidence. Just like during Christmas when Remy Ma was at Daniel's Leather and the store posted that Papoose pulled up too. Same day, same outfit, and you could literally hear him laughing in the background before that whole slip-up complicated the entanglement narrative with Claressa. And somehow, mysteriously, everything vanished. Mysteriously, Papoose was set to address it that Friday because folks tried to spin it as it happened on a different day, a different week, this and that. But listen, the timelines weren't lining up. The story kept switching. The lie couldn't even stand on its own. So at that point, what was there to clarify? I've noticed now Papoose stays completely silent when it comes to anything involving Remy Ma. But peep this, nobody is even discussing the fight. Nobody is breaking down the press run. Nobody is recapping the press conferences. Instead, the internet is calling this a Remy Ma trainee moment, a full Remy starter pack rollout. Claressa Shields striking again. So how many outfits does it take to fully morph into the Remy aesthetic before we just call it what it is? You're posting high-definition glam shots, the Shade Room picks it up, and the comments are flooded with, "Hold up, this is Remy Ma down to the last detail. This is exactly what Remy would wear. Did Papoose raid Remy Ma's closet and hand it over to Claressa Shields?" And let's be real, it's not a good look. But when you're addicted to fame and attention, negative press still feeds the machine. You might act annoyed, but you love being the headline. Low-key, you're hoping Remy Ma responds. You're hoping she crashes out online. You're hoping she drags you the way she's dragged folks before. But Remy Ma hasn't moved. She's focused on bigger and better things. That doesn't mean she's unaware. She sees it. She sees exactly what everyone else sees. Someone locked in, copying the outfits, chasing the jewelry, stepping into rap, trying to manufacture a narrative where Papoose looks like the prize. And the crazy part, it's going to keep backfiring, you guys. So anyway, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to the channel.